Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the post notification bell. Hit all so you will not miss a video when I post, guys. As the title says, in today's video, I will be talking about Ashlee Janae Robinson, guys, and her fiance, Joe McCann. So many of you may have already been following the story. Ashlee is a 31-year-old social influencer on Instagram and on social media. She has been dating for about a year now. This man, it's an interracial relationship by the name of Joe McCann. She went on vacation in early April with her then boyfriend, who later proposed to her in Tanzania in one of those safaris with the zebras and the lion. I'm going to show that to you right here. And so she was found in her room unalived by one of the hotel attendant. And what I am hearing now allegedly is that we know for a fact that Ashlee and her now fiance, when she died, they were engaged. They were in Zanzibar, a part of Tanzania. They were in the Zanzibar area, and they were in another hotel, which is different from the hotel that you guys saw her in, where she got proposed to. He got down on one knee, and he proposed to her, and the lion was just walking around, and you saw the zebras walking around. It was like a fairy tale. Many people, we've seen this particular location in Tanzania. We see people feeding the giraffes. It's just very surreal. It's beautiful there. So we know that her and her now fiance were arguing. It was so heated. When I say heated, it was heated. It was hot. And we now know, or we're hearing speculations from the locals about what they were arguing about. And it's said to be that they were arguing about Joe's, who is Ashlee's fiance. He leaves her in the room. He goes and visit local girls. And, it sounds as if he's cheating on her, even though he proposed to her, allegedly cheating on her, because we're hearing chatter from people in the community that said, in spite of this engagement, he has been in the village in Tanzania hooking up allegedly with other girls already. So that is the start of the argument. They were separated based on a heated argument. And you might want to know, well, how did people know they were in the room arguing? We now know, or have heard allegedly, that she was in room 25 with Joe. On her other side was room 24. And the people that were in room 24 called the hotel front desk because it was so heated. And the hotel came in and separated the two of them. They separated Joe out of room 25 and put him like 5 or 10 minutes away, down the hallway, away from Ashlee, because it got so bad. That is the heated argument that they were in. So they were then separated. Followed by that, a hotel staff said he did knock on the door and he asked, I don't know what he asked her, but she wanted to use the phone charger. And he gave her the phone charger and he said he'll be back in a few minutes. At this point, she was alive. He said, I'll be back in about 10 minutes. So he went off to do his hotel duty. This is a local guy working at the hotel, and he loaned his charger to Ashlee. He came back to that room 10 minutes after he loaned the charger to her, because clearly she said, I only needed the charger for 10 minutes and I needed to make some calls. So when he came back in 10 minutes, the lights were off in the room. She did not answer the door, and it just looked as if no one was in the room. The guy used his emergency key and he went into the room, and, that's where he found Ashlee hanging unresponsive. At this point, she was not unalive. She was unresponsive. He called the front desk and they got her to the hospital. And they were able to do some stuff. And then they transported her to another hospital in which she passed away and was unalive. So the hotel worker found Ashlee in the room because he was concerned that, he loaned her the charger, his personal charger, and maybe he was getting off of work. And he came back for his charger. She did not answer. And he knew that didn't make any sense. So he proceeded to use the emergency key and he went in. And that's when he found her. She was hanging by a robe. You know how you tie your robe string? She was hanging by a gray robe string. And that's what we know. So far, there are a lot of allegations that Joe McCann has a past. And in his past, he was married. And his ex-wife, her father, did not want to walk her down the aisle. So she actually walked down the aisle by herself. And typically when you have family members that don't, think something is right or it's not going to work out, or they see signs, her dad saw signs. So he did not walk her down the aisle. And, Joe McCann was married to his ex-wife. They have 2 kids together, and he left her while she was pregnant in 2021. Even after she said he promised her this will be the only time she will ever have to walk down the aisle, and he will be there for her through thick and thin. And he left her while she was expecting her second child. A lot of people are also saying he had pictures of his ex-wife on his Facebook page or whatever page, and they're speculating that maybe they were into something. None of that has been confirmed, but we do know that he has an ex-wife. And typically, if you have an ex, he's proposing to Ashlee. I'm not sure why he would leave the picture up of the ex. When you move on, you move on. So we now know that Joe has a sketchy, volatile past, allegedly. And the reason why him and the ex-wife divorced is based on his pattern. Okay? Also, we know that Ashlee allegedly has told her friends that she wanted to leave Joe, but she was scared. She was scared. So unfortunately, they're painting a picture that she took her own, unalived herself, and her parents don't believe it. And so that's why it's important to have advocates. Her parents are advocating for this investigation. Otherwise, the Tanzanian government would just let it go and say she unalived her own self. And her parents know that she would never do anything like this. She was happy. She had no issues that they were aware of to make them think that she would do that. She had no signs of any mental illness or any depression or anything like troubling for her to unalive herself. So her dad had to fly into DC to get the State Department to work with them to issue an investigation. They have started a GoFundMe because they need money to move around in Tanzania and to get things going. Meanwhile, Joe allegedly has changed his profile picture on his social media page, and he seems to be very unbothered, allegedly. So a lot of people are saying, if your fiance just passed away, would you be more involved in pushing for an investigation? Well, clearly, Ashlee was scared before she went to Tanzania. And she's told her friends that she was scared before. And we now know that Joe allegedly has other women that he's been seeing in Tanzania. It is also allegedly said that Joe is very familiar with Tanzania. He had friends there recently when she died. He's still there. He has friends there. He knows a lot of people in that community. He's very connected. People are saying allegedly he took her here because this is the perfect opportunity for him to do whatever and get away with it because it's in a whole nother country. All of these allegations are alleged, okay? We are going to wait for the authorities to do their investigation, but as of right now, they are investigating the matter. We now hear that there is a lot of chatter in the community about the type of man that Joe is. So guys, also I do want to say men in the Black community, they have been very, very insensitive to Ashlee in an interracial relationship. They don't feel sorry for her, and I don't know why people are so cruel and why, if you have that type of, destructive thought, why would you even say that out loud? A family is mourning the loss of their daughter, the loss of their loved ones. Can we have some compassion, some empathy for her and her family? Even though people are saying she was there selling cat, nothing like that. Ashlee is a content creator. She funds her life through campaigns and content creating. Some of the stuff you might see on her Instagram page, they were as a result of various campaigns that she shot. So people are saying, you guys she has all this money. Why are you doing a GoFundMe? Well, she might have presented certain things, but her parents don't have the money to navigate in Tanzania in a whole nother continent, to get the results that they need to get. So guys, I just want to have you meet me in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts on everything that I've just said. In my mind, I know it had to be something about someone cheating. In my mind, when I heard the story, someone was unfaithful. I hope and pray that what I'm hearing is not the truth, but comment down below. Send your thoughts and prayers to Ashlee and her family. Okay. May her soul rest in peace. Okay. She did not deserve this. No matter what you think of her, no matter if you think that she was dissing the Black community before, and now we need to rally around her. She is a human, and we need to try to be there for her parents. They need us during this very, very difficult time. And guys, I'm going to end the video right here. I am going to show you that beautiful engagement that happened prior to her being unalived. And until next time, if you reach this far, thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to please subscribe to the channel. Turn on all your notifications so you will not miss a video when I post, guys. Until next time, I'm going to say peace.